I'm Melissa, and I'm with Freedom and Faith Ministries. And I've created this video to specifically let you and the church know a little bit about what we're doing and maybe how you might be able to get involved or help us along the way. Um, Freedom and Faith Ministries is about jail ministry. It's about going into jail and conducting what the inmates call jail church. You and I would probably think of it as being more of a informal Bible study, but the inmates call it jail church. And so part number one is going into jail every week, delivering a message, bringing the gospel directly to the inmates. When we look at the numbers, right now at any given moment, there's about 7,200 inmates in the state of Kansas that are currently sitting in Kansas jails. And what we know is they need some hope in their life. Right now, they are sitting and waiting, waiting for the court process to run its way through, waiting for a jury trial, waiting for their plea, waiting for the end of their sentence. And while they're waiting, wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be wonderful to bring the gospel directly to them while they're currently sitting in jail? And what you see is this is a local ministry opportunity. So often the church looks outside of the community. But we know when it comes to jail ministry, when they get released from jail, they're coming right back into your community. And so this gives you a church. It gives you an opportunity to speak directly into the lives of addicts and inmates located in your current county jail. Let me give you an overview of Freedom and Faith, what brought us about, as well as more specifics on what we're doing. About 2 years ago, my daughter, through her, I began interacting with addicts. And it was really my first face-to-face, up-close encounter with addicts. And I began to see some serious, significant spiritual needs. And casually, I was working with them and really kind of developing some relationships. But I didn't know exactly where God was going with that. Inevitably, my daughter ended up in the local county jail. And the moment that she went to jail, once I found her, we did a video call. And in the background, right behind her on this video, was probably 8, maybe 10 ladies dressed in orange, other inmates, and I couldn't take my eyes off of them. And you see, within weeks, I answered God's call to become not just a pastor, but to become their pastor. And what I see is, I see so often the church is involved in different ministry opportunities and mission trips, but yet there's significant needs right there inside your local county jail. So that's how I got involved. And essentially, we started Freedom and Faith Ministries so that we could help recruit, support, and train jail pastors for this role. And what you see is I can go into 2 county jails and I can teach the ladies, but I can't teach the men. And I obviously, personally, can't reach out to all 105 county jails. So we are calling upon the church to help us locate people within your congregation and within your body of believers that might be open to becoming a jail pastor. Now, let me give you an idea of what that looks like and specifically what that means. The first part of that's going into jail and conducting what the inmates would call jail church. Every week, you'll find me, as well as others, in jail teaching a message, bringing the gospel, bringing hope, and obviously bringing some friendship along the way as well. But see, it doesn't stop there. When they are released from jail, you remember, they're coming right back into your community. When they're released from jail, the program would involve bringing them a care package. And the care package includes deodorant, shampoo, toothbrush, basic hygiene items, as well as a little bit of food to get them by for a couple days, and a listing of all the local resources, including food banks, shelters, clothing, etc. because they've got significant needs, probably coming out of jail with literally the shirt on their back, and they need an immediate care package. But more importantly, that care package is utilized as a tool to connect with them outside of jail. See, now you've started to build that relationship with them outside of jail, and you've opened the door for other things that may be coming, such as Bible studies outside of jail, such as inviting them to come to church. And so what I found is when I invite them to my church, what I'm saying to them is I'm here maybe just to recruit people to come to my local church, but I'll escort them to whatever church they want to attend on a Sunday morning. And that has real value to them. So it's about making connections in jail, bringing the gospel, but it's also about continuing those relationships outside of jail through care packages, Bible studies, attending church, and just good old-fashioned discipleship. It's about walking with them and mentoring them as hopefully they go through a major transitional process in their life. So I'm reaching out to you as a church. I know you have a body of believers, and there may be someone inside that body of believers and inside your congregation that would be a good fit for jail ministry. And what we can do for them is we've got a system and a process for ministering to inmates, both inside and outside of jail. So that includes some basic training. It includes letting them know what you can bring in and what you can't. It includes teaching them or showing them how to get approved as a clergy member, what the process looks like for entering jail, as well as some teaching tips and best practices. They can certainly take their existing skill set, maybe they're a Bible study teacher now, and learn how to adapt that to a jail setting. So we can also provide them with resources, more specifically books and Bibles that they can distribute both inside and outside of jail. But it's really about a proven system that works well for the jail population. And it's about a local mission trip, if you will, right there inside your community, because there are significant needs. So as I kind of close out this video, I'd like for you to get in touch with me. I'd like to talk about how maybe we can get the word out to your local church, whether that means providing a presentation directly to you, whether that means a presentation to the board, whether that means 5 or 10 minutes just to introduce the opportunity to your congregation on a Sunday morning, or perhaps that's even doing the full message and the sermon that morning. Whatever you need to let your members know that there is a missionary field right here inside your local community, and we're ready to step up and support whomever it is that God calls to be a jail pastor in your local area. For more information, you can get in touch with me directly. You can also visit our website, which is freedomandfaithministries.org. I look forward to partnering with you and your church. Thank you.